What up, boys and girls? Welcome back to the channel. We are getting into some stuff today. We're out in the shop actually currently working on some engine stuff. We got engines all over back here. I mean, got them piled up to the brim in here. But that's not what today's video is about. Little heads up, we are hopefully gonna get back rolling on the YouTube stuff on the regular around here from now on. Just recently decided to leave Vasco Speed and Performance, try and really focus on the stuff we've got going on here around the house. A lot of my engine stuff has had to sacrifice. A lot of my own personal projects have had to sacrifice. Nothing against Brad and them. I'm so grateful Brad let me come and help him. I learned a lot of stuff from Brad over the last year and a half. And I actually learned a lot of stuff from our new guy, Braden, 25 years old. This kid's a stud. Between him and Brad, those two are going to kill it over there. Big part of me kind of regrets leaving, but like I said, I've got to focus on some stuff I've got here, and I need to get some projects moving and get some stuff going. Working there and trying to leave there and then come home and work in the shop, in the garage, doing engines and cars. Man, it was getting really tiresome, and working until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, getting up at 7, starting all over. It was starting to wear on me. I was starting to get, just kind of starting to get angry about things. So a lot of dumb stuff was kind of getting to me, and I decided I needed to take a step back and kind of focus on what we were doing here at the house. I think a big part of it was I really hated that my YouTube channel was sacrificing. Not like it's a big channel or anything like that, but I'm grateful for you guys that watch and follow along. I hated leaving y'all hanging and putting out like one video a month. It just didn't, man, I really hated it. So we're going to try and get back in the swing of things. I've got a lot of stuff going on here. I got to try and get my head down, get grinding, and get some stuff finished up. And then we can get back into the fun stuff, doing racing, traveling, and some stuff like that. But anyways, sit back. Thank you guys for following. And let's get into some live action. What up, guys? Welcome back. I know it's been a while. We're still out here just hanging and banging. As you can tell, we're out the racetrack. We've got RPM Revival this weekend out at Flying H Drag Strip here in Odessa, Missouri. And check this out. I mean, look, you can't get much more official than this. So my girlfriend does billboard for a living, and we talked about doing like a big billboard vinyl as our pit mat. So now we've got our own little pit mat. We over winter got us a nice new canopy so we can park the car under, big 10x20. Still pulling with the old school rig here, but we'll get there one of these days. But got a nice little station here for us to hang out with the car and stuff. Thank you to her for getting us set up with this pit mat. But we got Troy Boy out here, and it's super early. Hopefully these clouds go away and we can get into some qualifying today. We're going to be running the 530 index class with the red car today, but we got to get our little pit area here set up. We're going to chill out for a little while, and first round of qualifying starts at 11 today, so let's get to it. All right, guys, so we're getting ready to suit up. They called us up for first round of qualifying. Got to get my suit on and head up front, so we'll get up and make this first shakedown pass. All right, guys, well, we went up and had a little water get underneath the tire there and rattled the tire. Had to abort the pass. No bueno. But we had a little water squirt out of the overflow. And so we're gonna take care of that. And gonna try and leave the tune-up the same. In theory, the car with the tune-up that's in it should go somewhere in the ballpark 530 something. It may be on the slow side, so we may have to speed it up just a little bit, but it's gonna be a little bit warmer tomorrow as well. So we'll sort all that as we go. Mainly just trying to work on some tune issues with this thing. obviously with the new intake and the bigger intercooler and stuff, probably gonna be a little bit of tuning changes that needs to happen. So we're gonna work on that as well today. But anyways, we're gonna sit. Looks like we got some weather coming in. Hopefully we get another pass today. Otherwise, we're gonna wait until tomorrow and cross our fingers that it actually goes down tomorrow. So anyways, we're gonna sit around and hurry up and wait, as they call it. So we'll get back to you whenever we get up there for qualifier number 2. Well, as you saw there, knocked the tire off the car again. We know that there was water underneath the tire, and that's why it spun the tire on the first qualifier. Second qualifier, I'm not real sure what happened there. I don't believe it was water under the tire. I couldn't see from that angle that we were at if there was water getting underneath the tire, but I don't believe there was because they ran cars after me. So if there's water on it, they would have cleaned it up. But I just think the track wasn't there for the way we have the car set up. So we may have to untie the front suspension and put some travel in it and hopefully get some weight transfer to the rear and hopefully get this thing to go down. But it is Saturday morning now. We're getting ready to head back out to the track. I don't know if you noticed, there's no purple car in here. Purple car is gone. That thing left finally after 2 years. Long process, a little slow, tedious build on that car. But it's going to St. Louis. It's going to get raced. It's going to get driven. So glad that thing's gone. Hopefully he has a lot of fun with that car. But we are headed back out to the track now. We're going to try and do another qualifier this morning. They moved everything back an hour, so qualifiers at 11, and then we start eliminations at 1 o'clock today. Fingers crossed Q2, or I guess it'd be Q3. Fingers crossed Q3, the car will go down the track, and we get some decent data out of the thing. And yeah, hopefully. There's a 32 car field. There was probably only 12 to 15 530 cars there yesterday doing qualifiers. So I'm going to assume the other half's probably going to come today. A lot of people have to work on Fridays and can't travel and do all that stuff. So I'm going to assume that most cars are going to come today and they'll do like one test pass and then we'll go into eliminations at 1 o'clock. Like I said, 32 car field. It's going to be rounds and rounds of racing. There's 12 classes at RPM Revival, which is a ton. But some of the classes, since there's so many, there's very little cars in a few of them, so they'll go pretty quick. But anyways, we're gonna hop in the car, head out to the drag strip, and we'll see y'all when we get there. Hopefully our tent's still there. I left the tent up. I don't know if it's gonna blow away, so we'll see you when we get there. We're back out at the track, and we're about to. I thought we were supposed to get another qualifier, but turns out they're just doing a qualifier for the cars that didn't get a second qualifier yesterday. So I think we're going to go right into eliminations. The car didn't go down yesterday, so I went ahead and untied the front suspension. I'm sure the track's going to be a lot tighter today than it was yesterday. But I went ahead and untied the front suspension to get some travel out of it, and hopefully it'll leave the starting line. Hopefully we don't lose a bunch down there, and hopefully it doesn't do a wheelie as well. But I did put a little bit on the scramble. That way if I got to pedal it or I've got to do something if it knocks the tire off of it, I've got 10 on the scramble that I can try and run somebody down to the stripe. And it's just going to be a guessing game to try and chase them to the stripe. But anyways, they're going through our second qualifier now, and hopefully we'll get back to racing here pretty soon. But I'm going to go drive around, see what I can see at the car show and such. And we'll get back to you for hopefully a Q3, but more than likely first round eliminations.
Your window where your numbers are, so on the front windshield and the back windshield. You can change it in between rounds before you make your pass. You can't change it throughout the race, but it does have to be on there and legible before you make your pass and eliminations.
All right, guys, so that was first round eliminations. We didn't get our third qualifier, so we had to go up for first round eliminations. We got paired up. We were second pair down, racing another local car. And boy, I tell you what, he almost got me on the light. He went 010 red, and I went 057. And luckily he red lit, because man, he was going to drag me down the track. But I don't think I was going to be able to make that up as close as he was a perfect light. But we got down it. We set on the wind light. So we're going to try and get the car turned around, get it cooled off, get it fueled up. I'm going to go over some data logs. Car went, I got out of it early. I'll have to check and see. But the car went a 558 at 101. If that tells you anything of me getting out of it. But anyways, like I said, we're going to turn the car around, try and get the hood off, get it cooled off. And we'll wait around until second round, see if we go up. There's supposed to be a 32 car field and only 18 cars showed up. So yeah, significantly smaller than it was supposed to be, but we'll take it. That's just less rounds we got to go through. So anyways, we'll get to it, and we'll see you guys in a few. All right, guys, we got another W. Got a round 2 win, 541, 126. Gave him a little pedal at the end because I wasn't sure where he was at, and the car felt like it was rolling pretty good. A little bit slower on the 60 and the 330. Our reaction time was down a little bit. I think I went in a little deeper than I wanted to, but we went a 127 with a 348. Last run was a 123 with a 343. So it was basically just in the 60 foot. Like I said, it was, and I didn't have as much boost on that one because the way I come up on the brake, I didn't bump in that one either, but I wasn't on it very long. It probably didn't build but 8 or 10 pounds, probably not even 10. Anyways, we're gonna get the hood off, get it cooled up, go up for semifinals. I think it's the next one. Should be 3 cars left because there was 9 cars there. No, I don't know, what's half of 9? 4 and some change. Yeah, so no, it's a big quarterfinals or something. But anyways, we're gonna get the car turned around, get it cooled off, and we'll go up there for round 3. All right, well, and as you saw there, we broke out. We went a little too fast. He did beat me to the stripe because he got me on the starting line. And after looking at the slip, we went a 28 and he went a 30 with a 3. We went a 28 with a 1. And he had gone an 057 on the light where I went 095. The margin of victory was a .016. But basically doing the math, I'd have had to probably grab the scramble and then try and hit the brakes and back into him. Here's what it is. We went out in the quarterfinals, so, we went 3 rounds. That was pretty good. Out of 18 cars, we pretty much ended up top 5, so I thought that was pretty good. And just got some learning to do. I got to get better on my lights. Now that I've got the car squared away, I think we've got our IAT issue sorted out with this bigger intercooler. I think it's going to do us a lot better than the old 4-inch core did. So I think we're going to be good there. And the boost leaks helped getting those fixed. Now it seems like we're right on top of the dome. We were commanding 25 pounds of dome. We were hitting about 24 and a half, 26. As the run went on, the boost seemed to roll over a little bit, and I think it dropped like a pound. So it ended up being like 23 and a half pounds of boost on 25 pounds of dome. Before, to make that kind of boost, we had to run like 28, 29 pounds of dome. So we're down about 4 pounds of dome to get the same amount of boost. So pretty pumped about that, to get those boost leaks fixed. Hopefully the car will be a little bit more efficient and be a little bit nicer to us at this point. Not sure when we'll get out and get it tested again. I'd like to test sooner than later while the weather's still decent. Once it gets too hot, I pretty much pull the plug on racing, and I don't do any racing in the heat. I hate it. later in the year, September and some of that stuff when LS Fest comes around. The weather's still a little hot, but those are events I don't want to miss. So early on in the season, I try and stay out of the heat as much as I can. So anyways, that was our 2 days at RPM Revival, and it was a great event, and we're super pumped that Justin can put these events on for us. So big thanks to Justin over at Killer Performance. Anyways, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for continuing the support, and go over, check out mramotorsports.com. We got some merch on there. We're probably going to change some of that stuff up here in the near future, but for the time being, you can get your merch there, and the current merch that's on there, go over and check it out, get you some, and help support the channel. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.